Dear Top, love it.
You recording?
Yeah.
Alright, vamos. 1, 2, and... Alright, this one goes off, right? Turn it off.
You're listening to KQBHLP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on kqbhla.com.
From Boyle Heights and East LA to the San Gabriel Valley, you are listening to the Boulevard Hour, Oldies and Dedications, with Becky Lopez on KQBH 101.5 FM.
No new one, that's me. I'm Becky Lopez.
It's already been like a year. Need to change the song.
How has it been a year? I've only been on here 6 months, hater. Such a player hater, huh?
Have we go a good year, couple years.
Just a hate. You want something that says Johnny Negativo.
Yeah.
Look at him. No. Buenas noches. We are here on Boulevard Hour with B. Although Johnny Negativo says we need to change up the greeting song. He wanted to say with Johnny Negativo. No. Becky Lopez. It's Friday.
It's a new month.
It is 4th of July tomorrow.
4th of July tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow, Patricio? You usually have like a big old gathering, no?
No, you know what? Mostly it is me being all paranoid and freaked out over the house not burning. So I'm out there like cutting shrub all the dry, hosing everything down, hosing the house. Yeah, it becomes a whole... It's not cool, like, at all.
Whole
like,
ordeal.
The whole anxiety of it.
Every year?
And it's not just like my house. It's like all the houses, because all the houses
you watch every, because they're all made out of sticks.
Yeah, they're all made out of like the old wood and stuff. And mine for sure. You see,
that's the last thing Boyle Heights needs is another fire this week, huh?
Yeah.
I don't even say. Look at.
Yeah.
Knock on that wood.
Well, no, you know what? Honestly, because of the whole anxiety of it, I'm hoping like this year, like on both sides, people chill out with the fireworks. But yeah, I do it because I don't want my house getting it. I don't want the house next door getting it and my house getting it. So it's like
it's July 3rd today.
Yeah.
And on the freeway over here.
How was it?
It was already getting
Disneyland.
Yeah, it's already lit up.
Yeah. One thing I gotta say, at least from where I am, it started later. Because there's times in years past
they
where
started
in like May.
Yeah.
Right? Like the World Cup ones, all that, like the Mexico World Cup games, that's okay, that's fine, whatever. But usually standard-wise, it's like 2 months, boom, before, and then pop in.
Escandalosos.
Yes, but it seemed low this year, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. But yeah, it's gonna be filled with anxiety.
Because the gas is so expensive. We can't afford cuates this year.
It's all good until it hits like 11:30, and it's like, all right, you guys need to stop already.
Yeah. Pobrecitos los perros too.
Yeah, the dogs, the cats. I don't know. It's not fun anymore, man. Before it used to be cool. The anxiety was still always there.
Yeah. The anxiety was always there. 4th of July was always my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
But now that you gotta pay for the fireworks, it's not that fun.
No, it's not.
We had my dad had a dog, Roxy, his companion for years. He had that dog maybe 12 years. Big old fat Rottweiler.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Come May, when it started getting crazy, you could not get her out of the office. And that was just my dad's dog. Nobody out. She didn't like anybody but my dad.
Yeah.
Come that time, the last 2 years that she was alive, because she passed away, she was under my desk like a little baby.
Yeah.
And then she would look at me and I'd be like, oh, now you want to be my friend, you big old beast, get out of here. No, it was really sad.
No, the dogs.
It was really sad. And then we had her, Roxy, and then we had a Canelo. Typical pit bull, that color, light brown. He was an animal. He didn't care. he would run outside, and when they would be like up in the air, he'd start barking and jumping up, trying to bite the fireworks. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, some just react, and then the
Oh
ones that
my
don't.
goodness. Had to be an Monte dog, that dog.
Yeah.
This is psycho. But yeah, no, poor Roxy hated 4th of July every year. And like my dad was always about work. Half of the time we would have to go meet him at work to do fireworks there. Because he would just, my father was never in a rush or hurry to come home ever. So I remember doing about maybe 5 4th of Julys at the shop.
Wow.
And
Were those, did do it big? Like, was there a lot setting off?
my dad would buy them from Arizona.
I was going to say, 'cause
The
you could get them
drivers
from
would bring them.
anywhere.
The drivers would
Pretty
bring
good
them.
one,
Oh
too.
my goodness. We used to have like 3 black trash bags just full of every illegal firework you could think of. And my
Good
dad was like a
Arizona
big old
ones.
kid. Like he would just go, he was the guy till 1 in the morning. My mom would already be like rolling her eyes. My little sister, whichever one was little at the time, was already in the back of the car asleep. And I'd be like, let's light on that. My mom's like, don't egg them on. I'm gonna egg them on. I've been waiting for this all freaking year. You kidding me? I'm egging this man on. He spent the money. We're burning that money.
And
We're doing
And
this.
you knew what trucks they were coming in on too, because you're.
It was, oh my goodness. My best memories of 4th of July was with my father, let me tell you. Among others, of course.
Yeah.
But no, Roxy hated 4th of July. My dad had a little closet in the office where he used to, like, his stuff. That's where he would put her. Because if she was just in the office, she would go nuts anyway. Because we'd be outside and she'd be so scared. So he would just put her in there with music. That dog, oh my god. If there was a woman that had a hold on my father,
It was that one.
it was that female.
It was that female.
His dog, Roxy.
Well, good thing it was a pet.
That is let me tell you, the only woman that had
that's
a hold
good,
on
though.
my father.
Hey, that's good. Well, did your dad want the dog in the beginning, or was he one of those where he was opposed?
You know what?
Or did he seek out the dog?
My dad was like the Cruella de Vil of the barrio, right? Because we were right in the alley where the dog pound was.
Oh, okay.
So people didn't realize that if you were gonna come and like surrender a pet, you had to pay the fine.
Okay.
Which was only $50. Well, these people rather just let them run in the street than pay the $50. So there's my dad just collecting dogs. You know, any dog that would wander the alley became our dog. At one point, I had like 6 dogs in my house, and I was like, Dad, stop sending me these freaking dogs. The 50-pound bag of dog food a week wasn't enough for these dogs.
It's expensive.
And, you know, I was like, you need to just stop. You want to rescue all these dogs, keep them at the shop. We're cool. Stop. Like, he would special delivery to them on the weekend with my sisters. Be like, oh, Dad has something for you. And I'd be like, what? No. I already knew. I'd be rolling my eyes like, what is this? Oh, my God. But it just got too much. At one point, it was like this big, huge dog was like taller than me when he stood up. And I was already like 8 months pregnant, and he knocked me over. So I was like, that's it. No mas. No more charity. These dogs got to go. I'm over it. I can't do this no more. And I got scared because he was like trying to play with me while I was down. And I was like, big old pants. I was like, man, anything can happen right now. So yeah, but no, if any woman, if any female had a hold on my father, it was Roxy. I think he got her as a pup, and that's it. Like half the time my mom wouldn't believe my dad that he was at work. So we used to roll up, like we used to go creep on him. Yeah, it was just my dad with his big old light on the floor, like those big lights, and Roxy right there on the side of my dad. And it was like 11:30 at night. He'd be doing his work on the trucks, and just him and his dog. That's it. And the moment she would see us, she didn't like my mom. She didn't like my sister. I was like, oh my God, why do we even come here?
You guys showed no trust.
Yes.
He's over there making sure he's behaving.
And then she used to do that whole intimidation tactic. Like, she used to walk around us in a circle. And she wouldn't do anything but make her presence very known.
Yeah, you were up in her space.
And I'd just look at her like, you bite me, I'm going to bite you back right now. Like, we're going to have a problem, you know? And now she just, and then she'd do the whole, and then just do her head. And I'd be like, oh my goodness. And that was to my mom.
Yeah.
She knew my mom and didn't like my mom.
Yep,
I'd be
it's
like,
alright.
oh my goodness, these broads are really fighting over my dad.
It's all right.
It was amazing to watch.
Species.
It was amazing to watch, though. That dog loved my father. My father loved her to the
Oh, that
end.
also meant no other woman could probably even get near him, even at work. So
No.
I'm sure
No.
there was no dumb bimba that couldn't try any trick.
No, never.
Right?
No,
Yeah, see?
no. And then
Nice.
the older she got, she was real grouchy.
Oh, so she got more and more. With
We
people.
had to like literally lock her on the side. There was
Uh-huh.
a dog run on the side of the office. We had to lock her away
Oh,
because she was just so irritable and she didn't like anybody.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I used to tell my dad, go put your vieja away already, God. And yeah, poor Roxy passed away. They're at the yard.
Oh.
My dad was so broken.
Yeah. I don't. Yes.
He cremated her, and I don't know what he did.
It's
I never
alright.
seen a urn or anything.
It's alright,
He
he
probably
had
didn't
them
even
somewhere.
pick up the ashes.
Nah, he picked them up. They're somewhere.
Honestly, I never
They're
seen the
somewhere.
urn.
They're somewhere.
He had to like take her on a
So-
pallet because we were like
She real
one
big.
business away. She was huge.
She was big. What
She
breed?
looked like
What breed was Roxy?
Rottweiler.
The Rottweiler. That's
Yeah,
what you said,
she looked
Rottweiler.
like the California bear. Huge, 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 huge.
Oh, that face, beautiful face, or
Yeah,
like
she
the,
was adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she passed, and he took her on a pallet next door to the animal, the dog pound right there, and they cremated her. I just don't remember what happened with her ashes.
He's got them. They're in his sock drawer. They're somewhere.
Okay, well, let's get to a song because I'm already starting
We
with
are
a
so
downer.
Sidetracked. from
No,
everything.
I'm honoring Roxy. All
Roxy.
right, jeez.
Because it is the 4th.
'Cause
and
it's
we gotta
the
take care of
4th.
our,
We gotta let everybody know that we're doing something different today too.
Oh,
Yes, guys.
We
Okay.
are the Boulevard Hour.
The
oldies.
Boulevard Hour is gonna take it down to Long Beach. We're doing West Side Longo tonight.
Okay. Ooh.
Yesterday was La Diva de la Banda's birthday, Jenny Rivera. What would have been her 57th
57.
birthday.
Okay.
So I decided to switch it up a little bit. She's Boulevard material. I mean, Long Beach, how much more
So
hood,
think
neighborhood,
it's-
Boulevard Hour can we get, you know? And then she has an angel baby. So, come on, that already qualifies her straight out, you know? So, we're going to start it with a little bit
Original
something
torta.
different and we'll move it up.
The original, he says. Oh,
Gotta get close to the mic.
you gotta remember to mention
I like dollars, I like diamonds.
Mention who?
Sunday.
I
Okay, yeah.
like $1 million bills. Where's my pen? Some signs. I like those balloons.
It's like, exactly, we got official entry here.
Yeah, you're supposed to be wearing one up.
The bag? Oh, I forgot it in the car. Huh? Because he said he forgot his. So I said I got mine and I
She
forgot
forgot
it.
his.
His. His. Cha-ching, ching.
Man, day drinking though.
Look it.
That joy.
I've been sad.
Alright.
She's walking up all double chinned and eyes shut.
Double chin. Double
Shut up. Oh my goodness.
I say you're fucked up.
Look it.
Oh man, I saw it too when he said it.
Patricio, behave.
I said,
I saw it.
Up. You're double
I
chinned
saw it.
right now.
I saw it. I'm sorry.
Gets relaxed.
Sometimes you just can't say no when they come in that fucking
And they're
bucket.
free.
And they're free. Cause you don't want to look like a bitch
They
at that
are
point.
free.
Yeah, that's such a tough position.
No.
Cause you don't want to look like a
They're
bitch.
free. Yeah, we're going.
Oh, okay.
No day drinking, guys, even though they're free.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story. I don't even get into that one.
No,
We're gonna leave that
during
one.
a break talking about double chin Becky over here. You know, but
Hey,
Ah,
I said I like it like that. Saludos to la comadre Rocio that gave me free beer
bad influence
today.
over there. Yeah.
Gave me free beer
And we got
today.
somebody tuning in today for the first time.
ooh, ooh.
Mr. Chuck Nasty, Charles Lopez.
Charles Lopez,
Yeah.
Chuck Nasty.
Chuck Nasty, the one-armed bandit. So what's up, Chucky? He
Good
is
evening, Chucky.
he is the one who gave you that little gift today.
Oh yeah, thank you,
Yeah. So
Chucky.
thank Chuck Nasty for that.
Chuck Nasty. I want to say thank you.
Chucky Boo.
Chucky Boom,
Chucky
Chuck
Boo,
Nasty.
Chuck Nasty.
Chucky Greens. For me at this point, I want to say thank you.
He
For
was
that.
growing hair for a while. He had a respectable name though. What was his name?
Yeah, that was dang, what were we calling him? That was Big Curdy right there. Curtis.
Big
Big Curdy. Yeah, Curtis Lopez. He shaved his head and now he's back to Nasty Chuck.
You guys, I'm so happy today. I just,
It's
oh my
Friday.
God, my heart,
Friday, you're
my heart-
sobered up enough to do the show because
Yeah.
you had to be.
my heart is just so happy.
Why?
I don't know why.
Because she's been drinking since 3:30.
Since yesterday. Since yesterday.
I'm happy when I drink too. Shoot.
It's a good day. That's all I got. That's all I got to say. I started it off, guys, with "I Like It" with Cardi B. If you didn't know who it was, and Mr. Bad Bunny.
Woo.
And jeez, I'm just so
So what?
joyful today. Jeez, it was a really hectic week for me. Super overwhelming. You know, I did my to-do list. Had like 100 things to do, like for reals. And you know what? I got like the majority of it done.
You got it done.
I did.
Well done.
Although it took me like 2 weeks because I made this list originally last Monday.
Mhm.
I never really do everything I need to do. And I'm just so happy because I did.
But that's pretty good that you did it. And considering you said you have been
Over
too much.
Yes.
you've been putting too much on your plate.
You know,
Oh, no, Johnny's putting too much on her plate.
when you're like super stressed and overwhelmed, what do you feel? Like, do your ears feel tight?
I don't know. I have just different. I don't know. I don't think I've had those body reactions.
My anxiety goes up for sure.
Yeah.
But then I just start slashing things off the list. So I said, if they're not there, what's it to be worried about?
I just feel my ears are so tight. Like, oh my
You're
goodness. Yes, I
I'm
do.
hiding my leg while I'm doing it that way. Is that what it is? You're trying to smile all the way.
I
Do it?
do.
Is that what it is?
No.
Is that why your ears are hurting? Is it smiling all the way like that to just get
They
through it?
just feel like super tight, like back here.
So you think that's like instead of feeling the headache tension down here, it drops so low. It's like
I think that's just the alcohol.
My goodness. No soy alcohólica, guys. No soy alcohólica. Okay, let's get into
Into
get into my diva, cause I
Okay,
love
sure.
her. I love her
No, I
a
know
lot.
you do.
I'm like a fan.
I know that's one of your
I've gone to the store, her store that she has. I've gone to her gravesite. I used to watch her show without skipping a beat. I've seen the movie that came out last year, which, by the way, guys, check it out. Trigger warning. It is, geez, it ain't sugar coated. So if you're not into,
series, right?
yeah,
Series.
that movie, they did it like in a what, 3-part, 4-part
Think so,
series kind of thing, but it's like a movie thing. Domestic violence, guys. So that's a trigger warning. If you're not for it, maybe you shouldn't check it out. I was in tears. I was happy. I was sad. She lived a very hard life. Very hard.
well, when you mentioned it, I was just trying to like think back of like the popularity of it
Oh my goodness.
Of her?
She
and the
was
whole
just
thing, like just everything. And I was also trying to recall like any, because I know like the drug use, right? And then I was trying to remember even if we heard a lot of abuse.
abuse. Period.
Like during the whole time, right? Like, because I was trying to remember like what was surfaced afterward and what was everybody knew was going on. So I made, when you mentioned it, I was trying to go through the timeline of
It's just
everything.
you name it, she lived it.
Because I remember the popularity was like huge on both, like, I'm gonna go use the terms like of like Spanish television where it was national and international. Because she would be on like both sides, like the international side and the national side. So it was like you couldn't escape her for
You
like some
know-
moments on certain channels.
I love her. I love the fact that she was always so real. You have these people they reach this level of fame, they forget who they are. They forget where they come from. They want to like turn the page and act like yesterday never happened. And this woman never did any of that. She owned her past as well as her present. She always looked forward to the future, which is like, it was just amazing to watch because for a long time people didn't like her. You know, she had her ex videos that were out that the ex leaked purposely. They had her on talk shows and she was straight out about it. Yeah, I did it and what? You know, she never hid behind that whole, oh, it wasn't me or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I did it and what? And I remember there was like this one clip on that specific interview. She was like, yeah, it's out and you can see more of me than anything else. And she just laughed about it and everybody's just like, what? And she just didn't care, you know? And I honestly think that is what has brought her along so far. You figure she's been gone almost 14 years now.
14, right, yeah.
And you wouldn't, if you didn't know about her passing, you wouldn't even know she's gone.
Yeah.
Every other TikTok that comes up either has her song playing, one of her quotes playing, one of her pictures in the background. You know, like she is just still a hot commodity.
Even her show is still running.
Her show still reruns.
Syndicated reruns.
If you guys haven't had the chance to check that out, she had a reality show called I Love Jenny, which was real cool because it started with that little theme of like the I Love Lucy. So that even like caught me like, oh, what?
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, same thing. You know, you would see her clowning her kids. She was so crude about like it was just, I always laugh. I just say, you know what? If Jenny was alive, I think she loved me and I love her too. We'd be like two peas in a pod. Like just her whole sense of humor is just so twisted and dark.
Okay, so let's, well, first let me go back at one point. Accountability. So the woman had accountability, so that's hot on all levels. That's all hot. So it's accountability. So those are gonna be that are big fans of her, which I know are. So accountability is one of her big attractions. And let's go back to what you said. If she was alive, I got a question. Do you really think she'd be? Her opinions would be strong on a lot of this social media stuff. Yes or no?
Oh yes.
Okay. Considering this was somebody who did reality TV. I don't know. Like I said, you're a bigger fan than I. I was just like, you know who she is because she's a presence everywhere. If you don't live in the ghetto, no matter where, you don't know who she is, then yeah, you know what I mean. But I don't know. I feel like she have strong opinions about social media that on today's sensitive temperature of people, they would try to cancel her quick and easy, dude.
Quickness.
They try to kill and bury her.
But you know what? I think
in terms of social media, in terms of wanting to cancel somebody, I don't know. I just think. I mean, what do you think?
No, I agree with you.
Honest opinion.
But I think that the love people have for her is greater than the people that wouldn't agree with her.
Well, yeah, because it would be the new generation trying to cancel her.
Well, see, that's the whole thing.
The old generation will keep her alive.
But you'd also think too, like, because you have our age and then the generation after. So let's say our kids or like whatever the generation after, they still like her. So I would think those are still having the same kind of view of her like Becky would. So they would still be in support of what she might say, knowing her whole character and how she's always been accountable and open for anything that she's expressed.
Yep.
Always.
I don't know. That's what I was just thinking. I was just trying to think a bunch of, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we should play a song.
I think we should. Yeah. We should. Let's start with one of her songs.
Yada, yada, yada.
She just had, oh my God. She was an entertainer, let me tell you guys. A ver, we'll start with one of her earlier stuff. Right here. This is my shit. There I was, 14 years old, wanting to be drug related so bad because of this song. I was like, Dad, can you load the trucks up with something?
Thanks of sand at least.
Let me feel connected to this song.
Me querían bien preparada, soy primera al disparar las gachas de mi pistola.
right there.
Arriba el norte y arriba el sur.
Oh, dude.
I had it.
Those bootleggers
And
are
that
rolling,
fucking
bro.
CD was just like, I'm gonna die here. That's it. I am so fucking hurt. There's no coming back from this. I'm gonna die. That's it. I'm so in my feelings. I'm just dying.
A ver, Jenny, vamos a aventarnos esta rola para mi jefe. Échale con mi entierro y con la banda, compa. ¡Vámonos!
We'll see right now if those things
There
work.
we go. There we go. We started off with La Chacalosa. And just now we heard Que Me Entierren con la Banda. That was a duet with her brother, Lupillo Rivera.
Another one. Woo, that was all over the place.
OMG. You know,
You were in love with him too, huh?
I was.
Head, the bald head, huh?
Yes, I really wanted to rub it and make a wish.
Oh, you know what? Before we get into making wishes, we need to pay the rent.
Yeah, let's pay some bills. All right, everybody, you're listening to KQBHLP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com.
Johnny Negativo. Every week, like, he just gets better. Gosh.
I've noticed.
I only got one job. That's like the only thing I say. I better do it right.
No, before you were all like shy of it. You're like, no, I'm not gonna do
It's
it.
because you know what? He
I wasn't
practices in the
hired.
mirror.
I wasn't hired. You're all like, I wasn't hired, and now you're like.
Do you
You're
practice
like-
in the mirror?
In the shower.
Do you hold the brush or
The
something?
brush I don't need.
OMG, yes. Okay, getting back to the Riveras, they took over the era.
Yeah, no.
They all sang.
Mid-90s.
We're talking
Mid-90s, 99.
2000s.
Lupillo Rivera actually had a concert, a little presentation there at my local nightclub, Guadalajara de Noche, in Old
Really?
Town La Puente.
Ooh.
He was sold out the day.
Yeah.
They had like a pre-sale. And I remember, like, you know, we were always there all the time. And I know it was illegal, and I'm sorry now. I'm a parent, and no way, shape, or form
You should have been
can
in that.
I see my child at a club every weekend. Like, my Suzette's going to be 14 tomorrow, or like in 2 days. No. That kid, I can't. Oh, my God. Oh, look, I'm going to have a heart
No,
attack
you
just
are.
thinking.
Yeah, look what it did. And 30 years later, day drinking.
Day drinking.
Day drinking.
That's what happened.
Day drinking and double chinning it, huh? You know what? Yeah, no. Going back to the story, guys. They left like the flyers of the events that were gonna be coming up,
Oh, he's got one.
and I have my flyers
still have
still. Yes, I do.
Okay,
I
good.
really do.
Keep it.
And they had a pre-sale for the tickets, and the day they went for sale, they sold out.
Yeah.
Of course, I bought mine.
Well,
I sent my
how many
friend.
people were really able to fit in that venue?
Ooh, maybe
You know
250 people.
I mean,
Maybe-
it was a mid-size enough, right?
Maybe like 200. That place
quick.
was beyond capacity. There was people outside. There was people hanging out because they tried to open the back doors for smoking. So they had like they put like a little
Rope it off.
rope for people. It was packed. There was people everywhere, and then he was, you know, at one point I don't know if he was always drunk. I know he played the persona very well.
Yeah.
That very like happy little yell that he has
Yeah.
going. He actually took that from Pedro Infante.
Yeah.
So, you know, he had that little persona of always being drunk, this and that. I remember seeing him up there. He had the Mickey Mouse ears, the little hat. He was up there just singing. Most humble guy ever. The girls were just jumping up there. The security was extra that night. And every girl that went up there, he's like, you know, leave him. And oh
Yeah.
my God, I was just like, I wanted to go up there so bad, and I didn't. I got my day a year later. I went
Okay.
to the
Right.
Universal Amphitheater. I seen him in
Oh.
concert, and I ran up
You
there.
ran up there?
I ran up there. Security wasn't fast enough for this soccer player. Let me tell you, I ran. It was amazing, though. You know, she when she would sing a lot of her songs, that's what she refers to, like "Where's My Cuñadas," because her
Yeah.
brother Juan was a singer too. She had Gustavo and Lupillo. We all know Lupillo's the one that was most
That was the
successful.
most.
He's very relevant still as we speak, you know. So it was just amazing. It was a great time to be alive. The 90s, oof.
Everywhere, like everywhere.
It was just so fun.
Seriously, they were everywhere. Like you walk around the neighborhood, and those free periodicals they always have around Alvaizo or whatever. They have like the free ones, and the '90s had all those free magazines.
It did.
Remember, in front of the liquor stores, in front of
Aviso, Toquero.
Yes.
What was the other one?
Because they always had the page 6 girl too. Let's remember that. Those magazines always had the little hottie model, the little hottie model, page 6 or whatever it was. They always had that.
We've seen her selling speakers at the swap meet. You want to be a model today, girl?
Yeah, but no. Regardless, like that's the whole thing. Like you, whether you liked them or not at that time, you couldn't avoid the presence.
You couldn't.
So you this is what you had to do. You either had to like just
embrace it, or
you had to embrace it, or just be lame. All we had to do was embrace it. Just listen, because the people at the parties nearby were playing, and honestly, down that time, yeah, she was one of the better acts to hear at the parties when they were playing. So it's just like, okay.
Yes, it
I don't
really,
know.
really
I'm just saying. You. I didn't care who you were, because even out here, from like the punk rock to the cholo to the nerd, I think everyone was just like, yeah.
It was.
You got a little bit of everything out here.
You had to, like I said, you couldn't really avoid those two. So it was like
they did it big.
Just embrace it.
They did it big.
You didn't have to be fan or anything, but yeah, you'd be like, yeah. But in hindsight, when you said it, because like I said, I wasn't a big fan, and then when you mentioned the birthday too yesterday, when you texted me, and I was like, all right.
I have something up my sleeve in homage to Jenny Rivera. So, if all goes well, guys, I'll be dropping that in about 2 or 3 weeks. That's all I gotta say. It's been in the making for a year, but it's finally here.
Nice.
Yes. I'm a fan. Like I said, everything about this woman was motivation to me, because again, she was real. You know, she went through divorces. She went through heartaches.
Oh, wait. She's weight too, no?
Her weight?
Yeah, didn't she go through issues of
her weight was always an issue.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was another thing.
You know, she had a breast cancer scare. You know, she was relatable to every and each woman that you can think of. If it wasn't for one thing, it was for another. This was a perfect story of from rags to riches. Again, she's been gone almost 14 years this December, and she's still generating. Like, there's no tomorrow. And it's just a shame because, you know, they show footage of her 2 weeks prior to that fateful event. And she was telling, I think it was her sister, okay, I'm going to fly out for this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I'll be right back for Christmas. And she never came back. And it's just like, wow, you know, she was a mother, a grandma. Like, she just had it. She had her hands in everything. She has tequila, perfumes, clothes, all her CDs, you know. You go to her store and there's like fans still there every day. You know, they have her actual clothes on display in the store.
That's cool.
So to be able to just like check it out and like, wow, you know, like this is it. You know, again, you think of people once they get famous, a lot of the stuff, they love to be very private about it, which, okay, you're entitled to it. They still find out anyway. You got the paparazzi all up in your business, snapping this, you know, leaking that. And she was just open with it. Like, this is me.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Take it, you know? And that, I think, is something that we all need to learn from. Because, again, you know, you change, you evolve in life, and people change.
Yeah, because we don't know how she could have been even right now.
Yes.
Like I know that's usually the thing I like to think about when we think of celebrities that passed is how they would be.
And it's a wonderful thing. You know, like I said, I just felt so connected to her. Like, I just knew her without even, you know, when would I know her?
Yeah, everyone connected. Like, even Johnny too connected. Where it's like everyone has a connecting piece to it. Where they're, it's unavoidable.
Yeah, I mean, let's go into the next song. Vámonos, because we're done already.
Let's see.
Chewing gum.
Those were ironically put together, guys. The first one was La Gran Señora. Talks about being the woman, right? The husband's running around, but she's a woman. She got the crown, she got the kids, she got the house. That's number one. Mm-hmm. And this one, talking about let's meet up on the down low. So for all those forbidden love affairs, there you go. And she even says at the end, so, what are you saying?
Yeah.
So, are you going to answer? Yes, we got to love her. See, that's what I tell you. You know, whatever moment of life she was living, she wasn't shy about it.
Nope.
People loved to hate her, and she was okay with it. People
It's
would come to her concert, which is a thing I would never understand. It's like, why pay money to go see her and boo her? And then she'd catch you and then call you up in front of the crowd anyway, and then just like put you on the spot. Like, why did you pay money to come watch me and boo me?
Yeah.
And then
Get
you're still here
humiliated.
anyway.
And you're getting humiliated by me.
So it was,
in front of everybody.
it was just, you know,
Everyone.
like we were just talking right now offline.
That's thuggish.
The beer, there's this lady threw a beer at her and she seen who it was, so had the security call her up, and she's like, what? I'm right here, what? Just like that, real gangster, real Long Beach about it, you know? And she just showered her right back.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, that's why I mentioned earlier, because we don't know how people... One, because we don't know if she would still be the same, or if she would have toned down. I don't know. I personally...
I don't think she would
I
tone
don't
down,
see her
never,
toning down.
never.
I don't see her toning down. That's why that's my big question only with everybody. Would you still accept her true self now?
I would.
Like any listener,
I am
like
Team
anyone out
Jenny.
there, anyone, all of us in here, like the way that we think now is different than
20 years
yeah.
ago.
So do you think I think she would still be the same? I think she'd be like one of those women where everyone had to tell her like, hey.
Well, she might have changed, but maybe the onstage persona would have stood the same.
Yeah, there's certain things you just don't.
Her little dance.
There's certain things in a person that you just can't remove, regardless of the temperature socially. That's contemporary.
I just loved her.
Yeah, that's why I think she would be one that would. I don't want to say have the struggle of trying to fit in with social media. It's just that she would just be walking into stuff, and yeah, it would have been kind of interesting to see how she would manage it. To be honest,
a person like her, I don't think it would affect her at all.
No, I don't think so.
Trying to cancel her, I don't even think she would care.
Yeah, I think that's why she would be in somebody's everybody's business. Like she'd still be getting paid. I think regardless, everybody would still be paying her
Definitely.
for all of that.
With social media, she'll be doing better.
Yes, no, yeah, that's the thing. So I think she'd still be down and hold it down, I think.
There was this clip too of a little kid in one of the concerts, right? A kid, like who would take a baby, like a little young child, and he's lost. So she's like, what? Like there's a kid missing. Bring him up here. So the securities bring this little kid, no more than 3, maybe no more than 4, chiquito, and he's like, who's your parents? So the little kid's like mumbling their name. And he's like, you're such a cute little boy. I'm going to borrow your dad and make me one of you. And it was just hilarious, like in front of everybody. And she's like, who's this kid's parent? Like, where are you guys at? And it's just like, she was just so out there with it. And like, people just loved her for it, you know? So
and it's a whole other time too. Like it's a whole other time. Like
well, she was before her time.
Yeah,
she was way before.
Right now, like you're saying, you bring up the social media thing right now, where the whole torta thing is like huge. Like she's the original right there. I mean,
and she didn't care.
Yeah,
she'd be like,
she made the theme songs for today's.
These curves. That was her like her proud points of herself. I love my curves. And she would always say, I am Mexican. I like the tacos. She had a taco truck for a while too. And that was her deal. So I love my curves. There's no way, you know. She was in that movie, Philly Brown. She was just in everything. And it was just, like I said, I watched the reality show. And it was just amazing to watch. Like I said, I would just sit there and like be inspired by her. Like, you know, yeah, like. It's easy for her, yes, because she's already made. But, you know, it's like, it could happen. You know, it could happen, and she just don't care. And behind every episode was real drama going on. Because they'd have those little moments of their talks of whatever was going on at the moment. So, like, again, I said, she was never the kind to let paparazzi blow her up. She would blow herself up, and this and blah, blah, blah. And it is what it is, yeah. So now I think that's something to be very respectable or respectful towards her for, because she just kept it like so real.
Yeah, because we're celebrating her. We're celebrating her.
We sure
right now.
are.
Those are some of the things that to celebrate. And speaking of celebrations, Becky, we got to get this out because well, first and foremost, we want to just show some support for this weekend's fundraising event that's going to be held at Sounds of Music this July 5th. So from noon to sundown. It's going to be just like a lot of the ones that have been held and have been occurring for the past few years. But there's going to be a little difference going on. There's going to be some live performances. We're going to have the Delectables are going to be there. The Boulevard Dreamers will be performing there. This event is brought to us this time around. This is going to be the second one that this gentleman put out. He goes by Bandini Made. You'll be able to find him on Instagram at Bandini X Made. You can look under that. And so we're calling out the community, the supporters, the families, and anybody who ever called Sounds of Music their spot. This place is more than records. In East LA, culture, history, and identity, a landmark that helped shape the Chicano and Cholo sound we all grew up on. And so Sounds of Music, again, is open every day. So if you want a tighter, more aggressive, so that's pretty much it. I think this one is going to be a pretty good one. Just like I said, the difference with the live performance, and
we're gonna be
we're
there.
gonna be hanging out there ourselves.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
So come on through, give me a hug, buy me a beer. I do day drinking, guys.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do
Vámonos.
is we're gonna
3 days in a row.
So we're gonna be there. Becky and myself. We're going to.
Johnny Negati will be
Yeah,
there
Johnny's
too.
gonna be there. We're gonna just hang out. We're gonna. One thing we do want to do is record people's memories. So people that are gonna come, we want to try to collect some of their stories, talk to some of the people that are gonna be there, and just get stories that we can end up broadcasting and just really asking them to share their memories of the sounds of music. And it's something that we got to keep supporting.
The Cholo sound.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Cholo sound. She has the Cholo sound. Vamos. I'm gonna try to play one more and then we'll.
You ain't got time for one more.
Oh no, you gotta say goodbye. It's already time to get the next show in.
So say goodbye.
It's 10:59. It's less than a minute. Unless you just want to pull into the next. Yeah, you're just gonna have to.
Say goodbye.
Al escucharlo
And then put have this. Yeah.
So we are signing off.
We are signing off. We gotta say goodbye.
We lost track of time.
We lost track of time.
Have an amazing holiday weekend. Please keep your fingers, guys. All of them, all 10 of them, por favor. Be cautious. Be on top of your kids. Because we all need our fingers.
Yeah.
Especially the middle ones. Not just kidding.
Hey,
Well, we're gonna need all of them so that way they can tune in next week, next Friday.
Yes, and we will be here
to tune in and tap in.
next Friday, guys, 10 p.m. Boulevard Hour with me, your girl B. Got Johnny Negativo and Pocho with the Pancho. He's back. Don't forget to catch us this Sunday, Sounds of Music on Whittier Boulevard. We're gonna be there, the team, and come share your story. Buy me a beer. I'll be wearing a shirt that says "Buy me a beer."
No, it's not how it works.
Stay
We are a team.
drinking.
There's no I in team.
No,
You
they
buy
don't
one,
want
you
to
gotta
buy
buy for
y'all
all.
guys no beer. Buy me a beer. All right, guys.
We gotta get into Smoker's Delight.
Y vámonos.
I know there's two good liquor stores.